Hello everyone, this is part 2 of tutorial 4. So this part contains 3 segments. The first section is the main wall, the main frame, so that we have a rectangle, 135 length and 84 height. This rectangle has 2 fillets in the bottom corners, radius 25, fillet 1 and fillet 2, and we have 2 small circles with diameter 10. The distance between the 2 circles is 94, and the height of the 2 circles from the top line is 15. Now remember that I have to sketch the wall first, and then on that plane I will create the U shape. I cannot make them together in one sketch. So the wall first and then the U shape, and finally this N shape in the bottom. So when I create the plane, it's not pure rectangle. I will just stop in this point to show that I have the cut of the U shape. Now, if we open SolidWorks, new part, sketch, new sketch, front plane, and let's make a rectangle, and I just want to zoom the drawing. So I have circle and circle. Before that, let's define the dimension of the rectangle, which is 135 length and height is 84. Circle 1 has a diameter of 10. Circle 2 has also a diameter of 10. And the distance between circle 1 and circle 2 is 94, and circle 1 and circle 2 control, they share the same horizontal line, and finally the distance between line and circle is given to be 15. So why the circles are not black yet? Because they share a distance of 94, but I did not decide where to start. So if this is 135 total length and this is 94, then the circles are in the center. So the left distance will be distributed to 2 sides. 135 minus 94, that's 41. So I have 20.5 from this direction, 20.5, and the other side will also have 20.5, but we don't have to check because everything is fully defined. If I define that distance, it will be over defined because the software knows that this is 20.5. Now we have the fillets in the bottom corners to be radius 25. So go to fillet, put the radius 25, enter, and then 0.1 and 0.2 and confirm the fillet. Okay. Now we have to say that this blade is disconnected in the middle, and we have the gap of 24. The distance here is given to be 55. So I have to decide that line 55, but I don't want to make a new line. So what I can do is I can make one straight line and another straight line. The distance between the right line and this new line is given to be 55, and the distance between the 2 lines is 24, and then I have to trim this gap and I have to remove these segments. These lines has a height of 12. So this is 12 and this is also 12. And finally I have half circle, 2 circles. One of them has a diameter of 24 and the the distance between the two circles is 8. So if the radius is 12, that means the new radius will be 12 plus 8. So I have a circle, starts from the center point. What I can do is making a center line between point 1 and point 2 to help me select the center point. So this is a circle with diameter 24. In this stage, I don't want to make the second circle because I'm only concerned with the cut. So I have to remove the small circle but not add the big circle right now. So this will be enough for our sketch, and if I extrude, and take out the small circles, and the extrude distance is 12. That's the blade number 1. Now if I want to create the U shape, I have to select this plane, and remember that it was a front view, and then I have to copy the same line 12 and the same line as 12 and the same circle from the same center and the same cut. Now that is the small feature, and remember that I have a space of 8, and then I'm going down to the same center to add the big circle. So I'll add 8 on 2 sides and stop at the 12. This line is blue because I have to define the 8 distance on the 2 sides. And finally, when I make a big circle from the same center to this point and trim the circle and define the diameter to be 20, because 12 plus 8 is 20. So this shape is final now, and I can confirm and extrude. Now this thickness is given to be 27 from that line, and that was 12, so I have to add 8 and 7, which is 15. And this is segment number 2. And finally I have to select this plane and select the normal 2, which is the front plane, and create the N shape. That is a small box. The height, the length is 84 and the height is 32. So this is 84 and this is 32. Now if this is 84, again the total length was 135, so 135 minus 84, that is 16 plus 35, which is 51 over 2 for each section. So the distance between this line and this line can be 51 divided by 2, so that I have the shape in the middle. Now remember that I have 2 circles. The 2 circles have a distance between them 56. So circle 1 and circle 2, the distance between the 2 circles is 56, and the diameter of circle 1 10 as given, and this is also 10. Now, if the distance between the two circles is 56 and the length of the small rectangle is 84, I have to subtract 84 minus 56 to be distributed between the two circles. So 84 minus 56, that's 4, and then 24, and then 28. 28 by 2 is 14. So circle and line is 14. So you can see that the circles now is symmetric. One more thing, circle 1 and circle 2, they are horizontal. And finally, I have to decide the height of the circles. So it says 23.5 until I reach the center point from the bottom line, 23.5. So distance between circle and this edge is given to be 23.5. And everything now is fully defined. I need only to add the fillet of radius 4. So fillet radius 4, enter, select this corner and that corner and confirm. And remember to add the small cut of a rectangle, height 15 and length 60. So small square, and this is 60, and this height is 15, and the distance between this edge and this edge is 12. So dimension between A and B is given to be 12, and that's it. Now this rectangle is connected to the small rectangle, and I have to trim this line to show that I have this N shape without the line in between. So I don't have any line in here, so that when I extrude I will get only this shape. So when I confirm the sketch and extrude, click any point, I'll get this N shape, but I have to move out the small circles, and the thickness of this shape is given to be 25. It is 25 and confirm. So this is the final view of the shape, and that's it. Thank you for watching the video.